Hey, what's happening, YouTube? Back with a video, and this one is something that I just heard about and wanted to do a quick video on. It's SGC. As you see, I got their page up, and their prices went back to $30 a card, down from the $75 where they jumped it up after PSA closed. Get the service you deserve. No backlog, no bloated turnarounds, no games, just accurate grades in a timely manner, starting at $30 a card. So that will help out a lot. And here, dear collectors, it's been a little over a month since our last update. As promised, we have graded, processed, and shipped every card that we received from the sudden influx of orders. I mentioned in that previous statement that the price increases was temporary, and so, with that being said, we have decreased our base rate from $75 a card to $30 a card, effective immediately. Our turnaround times are still unmatched and will not be compromised. Our goal has been and will always be to maintain full transparency with you to keep your satisfaction at the forefront of what we do. We recently teamed up with Sports Card Investor. Yes, Sports Card Investor on YouTube. Market Movers, Sports Card Investor, I'm assuming, to give you a behind-the-scenes look at the SGC, at what SGC is all about. The video will be on YouTube later today. We've got some more exciting things on the way, so stay tuned, and thank you for your continued support. Sincerely, Peter Steinberg, President, SGC. So that is big news for SGC. Number one, the price drop, because $75 a card for SGC, let's face it, I like SGC, a lot of people do like SGC, but on the selling point of just SGC, it is hard to make money on $75 a card for grading. And I'll get into that in a minute. But back to $30, that's way better. I mean, I think it was like $25 before, so it's $5 more than what it was before PSA shut down. The other thing of this is if they are doing something with Sports Card Investor, that is huge for them. I believe that will help SGC out tremendously. So, there you go. I do believe that that will be a game changer for them all the way around, from the price to the team up with. I think it's all around a cool thing for the hobby too. Now, what I want to get into real quick on that resale thing. I understand not everybody likes the black slabs, and I understand that some people think their slabs are kind of bulky, which they are bigger width-wise. I don't know about height, but I know they're bigger width-wise than PSA and Beckett both. But I'm probably going to do a separate video on this altogether. But I just want to throw this out there while we're talking about SGC. I do not understand the price difference. Like, SGC for a long time was considered one of the best grading companies for vintage. Now, vintage cards usually has a lot more issues, a lot more soft corners, a lot more creases, a lot more off-centering, and they were considered the best for vintage cards for a while. So, they've also been around for quite some time. Granted, they did change their label. They had that weird grading system before to 100 that nobody really understood, and they did change their labels recently. And granted, their labels aren't like the greatest thing. I mean, I don't think they look terrible, but they could look better also. But an SGC 10, with them having a 9.5, an SGC 10 may actually be a better card than some of your PSA 10s if you just went strictly card for card. And the reason I say that is because there is a 9.5. So there's somewhere for a card to fall down to that isn't all the way to a mint 9. So in my mind, an SGC 10 ought to easily be worth what a PSA 10 is. Whether the market likes it or not, some people will still pay it because you're buying the card. In the end, you're buying the card, not the slab. I know for some reason that's not the way it works, because if that was the way it works, all Gem Mint cards would sell equally. But that's the way it should work. And other than, obviously, everybody likes and dislikes some things, but whenever I'm buying a card in a Gem Mint condition, I don't care if it's a Beckett 9.5, an SGC 10, a PSA 10. It's still a Gem Mint card, so why would you pay more based strictly on which of those companies graded it, as long as you believe those companies do a pretty good job at grading? Anyway, I don't know. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. We'll see you on the flip side.